Hi.
Welcome back to another episode of Quantum Dungeons.
Yeet.
And my name's Alex Shadow. I'm joined today by Kara War, playing Kindrel, and Aera, aka Punky Pie. Quick overall recap for everyone. The heroes, Thorn, Frederick Steelheart III, and Dodrick.
Big rips.
Yeah.
Big rips.
Big ups to them guys.
Like I haven't heard those names in a long time.
And Rogar were tasked to transport a wagon full of goods for a dwarven merchant from Netherwinter to Phandelver. Along the way, the heroes had found some dead horses and a goblin ambush. They led the trail to a cave that the goblins had taken as their home. Thorn and Frederick had perished inside of that cave,
Oof.
leaving
Respect.
Dodrick unconscious and tied up. From there, Rogar woke up from his drunken slumber and set out with Kindrel and Vela. We found the tracks of the ambush all the way to the cave and managed to rescue and slew the goblins and rescue Dodrick and made their way back to Phandelver. That's more or less the bits that you can't catch on YouTube. From there,
Because I'm a scrub.
Yeah. From there, the group had heard that the town was being ransacked and tortured by a group known as the Red Brand Army. Our heroes managed to pick them away little by little in the darkness of night, while Dodrick was in a deep slumber for many a days. A gentleman by the name of Robin Longstride had put out some feelers and recruited a human barbarian by the name of Oleg to try to even the odds for the party. Before that, though, Rogar had managed to trick his way with his words to get a sword by the name of Flame Tongue to help take out the Red Brand, whilst Kindrel had his sister Vela use the Eyes of Charming to convince the woodshop keeper to give him a bow known as the Oath Bow. From there, the party had convinced a woman by the name of Sister Gasil to obtain some health potions for that quest, locking himself into a mission, which when they set out to, they met Aera, a Ibakokra barbarian.
What?
Bird lady. A barbarian?
Did I say barbarian?
Yeah, I was like, what?
You did.
She went under a massive transformation.
Oh, yeah. Anna went from a starling to a fucking, like, bald eagle under there.
And that is pretty much where we're at this point. Last week, our crew had a nice little chit-chat with one another. Some questions were spoken into existence, such as what does the talking doll that they had found in Coneyberry
I hate that doll.
look like? It does not look like Cynthia from Rugrats. No.
I hate that doll so much.
That's why she lives with me and she talks with Veda sometimes.
Stay there. Can stay there.
Some notice, or not notice, but some highlights to take note of. Kindrel is a knight, a ranger. He takes a pilgrimage from his kingdom once in his lifetime. Something that he loves to do is his yoga, and now
On the roof.
yoga is now a thing.
On the roof.
On the roof.
If it's not on the roof, I won't do it.
His physique is not solely built on protein, but on nutritious candies, aka fruits.
Fact.
Something
I'm not a pudgy elf.
something Vela had talked about was her vision with a gentleman.
What's up, noise?
Talking about going home. What's up, nice?
Thanks for the lurk, dude.
The dream sequence that she had was that out of a green smoke cloud, a gentleman had appeared to her saying, "It's time to come home. I'm the one that had given you your powers."
Do we know that he's a gentleman, though? What if he's a bastard?
You don't know his specific origin.
Alignment.
No.
What if he's chaotic evil? Okay, then what? I will not call him a gentleman.
You don't know that. Something I will grant Vela from her stories is whenever there is a kitchen, or if she ever obtains a mess kit, I will give her proficiency with cooking, as she always snuck down to the kitchens and made stuff in the dead of night.
It was good, though. I like snacks.
Oleg is apparently afraid of tax collectors for under purchasing his $1 free BRs.
Taking blue ribbon. Let's go.
I'm pretty proud of that joke.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Good joke. You all were asking if Rogar knew the specifics about the doll. Yes, he does. However, no one knows what all the phrases the doll has, aside from "I love you" and what was the other one? And the whistle.
No, I was thinking about that. Like,
I'm sorry.
Should we have this doll with us while we're just talking? If it can repeat everything we say.
So the specifics of the doll is on a long rest, it can repeat up to 6 phrases.
Okay.
You don't say, "Hey,
Please.
doll, repeat this," unless you want to overwrite one of its. Unless
6 it already has.
Yeah, if you want to override one of them. At the same time, it's not like you can place it and say, "Hey, doll, repeat this in 2 minutes." It's not going to automatically. There's no set thing.
What? I thought part of the thing was that you could teach it things and have conditions set for it to go off.
No. I will...
Could you make Furby say things? No, Furby just annoyed the hell out of you all the time. Because it's Furby.
What was it?
She's gonna go back and find where you said that now. That's what she's doing right now.
I posted her the thing, which I will resend.
I'm going back to it right now.
unless I'm misunderstanding it.
A chance.
There's a chance. So you're saying?
Saying there's a chance.
Well, I got more in there than what I wanted, but it is in your DMs. What am I looking at?
Spend a short rest telling it to say up to 6 phrases.
Yep.
And set a condition for it to speak the phrase.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but whatever can...
You just got rocked, DM.
The condition is it must occur within 5 feet of the doll to speak.
You have to be within 5 feet, so you can't just set it and go running around the corner, 30 yards away as a distraction. You have to be right next to it.
Don't forget, if we need a distraction, I have mage hands, and I haven't even used them yet.
It's true, but it
That's
can
so
do
sad.
things like, so it's conditions that occur within 5 feet of it, so it's things like you leave it somewhere, it's basically a watchman, and then if like a guard comes around the corner, it goes, hello there.
But do you not have to be within 5 feet of it for it
I would,
to go off?
I would say
The condition
something
must
has
occur
to
within
be
5 feet of it.
within 5 feet, right?
While
Doesn't
I'm
have
within
to
5
be
feet of it,
us.
I can spend a short rest teaching it phrases.
Right.
And then I can
Panini.
leave it behind.
Thanks for the follow. Hi.
Condition, and that condition occurs within 5 feet of the doll, it'll do the thing.
Right.
Okay.
Like we don't have to be within 5 feet. Just something has to
Okay.
be come
Oh,
within
I
5
hate
feet.
to say it, but this last sentence is a small complication. The doll's phrases are lost when your attunement to the doll ends.
You're right. But just because you leave it behind.
Right, but that means it's attuned.
Yep, it's attuned to LT.
So much stuff right now, but...
What?
Well, it's attuned to LT right now.
Nene, what's up, girl?
Around with that.
What's up, girl?
Okay, so yeah, so it's not like we have a whole bunch of magical gear right now, but eventually attunement is actually a thing to balance.
Right.
So we can, so yeah, it's not necessarily it'll wait 2 minutes, but if, or, I don't know, I feel like the passage of time is a condition that occurs around the doll.
Right. Some other things.
I have no idea what just happened. I need to go close some blinds and grab some water quick.
Beverage.
Hey.
Some other not noticeable, honorable mentions. Oleg's and Aera's bond over their trades of crafts. Aera's woodworking and Oleg's blacksmithing. I already talked to Kat about this, but I need him and Vela to pick out where home is.
Oh yeah, on a map.
And also, what rank are they considered? They always talk about them being nobles and a proud higher ranks, but what rank are they specifically?
Then if I think about it, if you get me a really big map, I can probably pick out where my roost is too.
That's on your list as well.
Okay.
The one thing I need from you at some point.
I feel like I come from a land from a faraway place. So it's gonna be like pretty far from where we currently are.
Yeah, Cod have
We're good, Panini. We good. We're loving life.
Yeah.
Cod had found a interactive map that has all of Faerun.
Yep.
So I'm sure he can find that again and send it to you.
Let me tell you, it
Can
is
do.
large. Oh my
It is
god.
awesome.
Perfect. Perfect.
It's got like everything. Every single place is on that map. And it's all so far apart. It's nuts.
And if only someone had a movement speed of 50 when they were airborne.
Trust me. 50 feet ain't shit. It's gonna take you 10 years to get the other side of this map. That's how
It took
big
me a
it is.
while to get where I am in the first place. I'm just saying, like, my walking speed is 25, but my flying speed is 50.
Your
I
walking
got
speed's
places
only
to be.
25?
Yeah.
She's got to slow down and take in everything.
Probably because
you know?
I'm walking there the whole time going, what the fuck, why can't I just fly?
Got that big old cloak.
Got that big old cloak on going, I just want to fly! These freaking trees!
I just won't fly. All right, I'm gonna DM.
I just wanna fly.
I'm gonna put this map in the
In the Discord.
the quantum dungeons. Sure. I guess I'll put it. I'm gonna put it in pics and clips,
There you go.
just because it's a picture. But it's an interactive map, and that can show distance and.
Something that I had to do because the players are such savages,
What do you
and
mean?
I ain't about to remember everything.
The
is I made
savagery?
a drink list. Yes, the savagery. So you got your normal ale. You got some rock bottom ale.
Oh.
You
Okay.
got some King's ale.
Oh.
That's it for the ales.
Okay,
You
I
got
like
your
it.
normal wine. You got your normal
What about PBR?
Hold on. I don't think I added PBR, to be honest.
You
I did
need
not.
some
Right, we
Peg and
need
Blue Ribbon.
we need Peg and Blue Ribbon in our lives.
I will,
Like, it's gotta be like, what, 5 copper or something? For
Yeah.
$1 PBR?
PBR. I got it on the list. So we got the normal wine that no one wants to deal with. For the bottle. You got some apple wine.
Ooh.
We got some
Apples.
Elven wine.
Okay.
That's it for the wine.
Are you gonna tell us how much it is, or do we have to find out?
No, you gotta find out.
All right.
So it'll vary depending on where we are.
You have a red drink that comes in a shot called Dragon's Breath.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
I like that.
We'll
Yeah.
take 5.
You got some
Okay.
honey mead. You got
Yes.
some dwarven mead. Something I think Kindrel will appreciate in his high noble status is some aged brandy. A 12-year aged brandy.
Mm-hmm. Now
Alright,
we're
alright.
talking. Now we're talking.
Then you got your water, your fresh farm milk. You got your coffee, cause fucking Rogar.
Cause fucking Rogar.
Don't talk to me till I've had my hot brown morning potion.
You got your mimosas.
Yes.
And your PBR. The food options I'm still working on.
You know one of them.
Yeah, we know one of them.
Poutine was spread across the land.
And hopefully that'll be ready the next episode.
Okay. Nice.
Something the audience might be able to see is if you are on PC and you hover over the screen, you can see a D&D Beyond interactive overlay, which I haven't even tested out yet. And it's not even fully going yet.
Is it half going?
Yeah,
Wow,
we
so-
have to set it up. Got to install it.
So I just wanted to go to my Twitch page to see this, and I typed in Facebook. What is this magic?
Okay, we'll have to figure that out later. So we're adding in D&D Beyond.
Yep.
Which
Hey,
is
Traylon, thanks for the follow.
Magic.
Who just followed? I missed it.
Traylon?
Traylon, thank you for the
Thank you.
follow. There it goes.
Phandelver in like the map of Faerun because it's not showing it to me on.
On the Sword Coast, it's not actually there. It's between Neverwinter and Waterdeep. It's not a major area, which is why it's
Okay.
not on there.
That works. As long as I've got
Okay.
something to go off of, cool.
It's going well, dude. How are you, man? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Streamy stream.
So with D&D Beyond, you'll be able to click on the interactive icon, and it should show each one of the players' character sheets, and you can actually track their hit points alongside with them. You can see what items they have, and so on and so forth. It's something to give back to you guys, so that way you can actually follow along with us
Hell yeah,
more
dude.
so than with Roll20.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. So we need Discord open twice, Roll20 open, Twitch open, D&D Beyond open. Basically, buy a second computer.
Heart and mind's open. Don't
you
forget
have
it.
to-
And
So,
of
you should be
course,
good.
of course.
I mean, do y'all not have 3 monitors?
No, I do.
Come
I
on
do.
now.
It's like
I have
NASA
a
in here.
third. I just don't have the cord for it.
Actually, I have purchased one of my monitors. I got Mr. Punky Pie, and then I got the other one from Nafty when he upgraded his to. He has an ultra wide now.
Nice.
He treated himself and got an ultra wide, and so I got his old monitor, his old janky monitor, as my third. So I have 3 as of a couple months ago, and it's so nice.
Nice.
Must be nice.
I have a 27-inch curved as my main, and then on either side of it, I have 24. I've got hella screen. Hella.
Done screen.
Hella screen. Havok's
Best part
got
is that
a.
these are 3 different brands, so
Oh,
everything
nice.
is a different. It's a different color. I move something from one to the other, and it's like this one's yellow, and that one's more blue, and this one's what I'm
Nice.
used to, and
Havok's got a 15-inch CRT.
Maybe not.
yeah. He's just playing it on a Game Boy Advance.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'd be alright with that.
He killed a man with it.
So that's the old school Game Boy.
Yeah, the brick.
A brick.
That I have 2 of those. Amazing. I love it. So, you wanna tell Traylon what we're doing today?
So today was just a recap, and since you just got here, I can go over with you. Just do it again. The party had left Netherwinter to go on a transport mission, transporting a wagon. The original group slew out a new quote-unquote group, the same people, just reroll characters. Found the trail and continued on with the mission. When they got to the town of Phandelver, they heard that the town was being bombarded by a group known as the Red Brand Army, and it was their job, or not their job, they elected to do it, but to take out the Red Brand Army and save the town from the tyranny. From there, I was given a mission to locate the whereabouts of a old spell book by a gentleman by the name of Bull Gentle, and they returned back. And since no one in the group really knows anything about one another, it's just a hodgepodge of different individuals, they went ahead and did some story time last week. This week, we are just kind of doing a recap, getting a feel for what everyone likes about what's going on right now, things they want to see different, maybe get some feedback from you guys from the audience. I'm trying to ignore that so hard.
Thank me, damn it.
Thank you, Cat of War, for those resubs.
Thanks for the sub, COD.
You're welcome, guys.
And at some point, we are going to do a giveaway to the community, whether it be a source book or a miniature of one of these fine people or the ones that couldn't make it. Something interesting I did note is on Hero Forge, you can just purchase the scripts for the models, and you can print them yourself. And I do have a buddy that lives down the road that does have a 3D printer, so maybe that would be another route we can look into.
Hell yeah. Love me some 3D
But
printing.
I've literally ever done it before, but I was just thinking it'd be pretty cool if we could paint our own minis to send out for other giveaways.
You don't want me to do that?
Truly never even done it. It's just a thing I've heard is cool.
I mean,
yeah,
I would have like some yellow some places and like maybe throw some. I would be very artistic with it, and it wouldn't look like me.
Obviously, I'd be getting artistic with it.
Because I paint like a child.
So in other words, what you're saying is, in last week's episode, you said that you were all decked out in all silver hair, and you're gonna go ahead and throw yellow and green on it.
Yeah,
It's me.
because I paint like a child. I would just dip it in silver and send it away.
Just
Enjoy. Enjoy.
Exactly. Like, okay, there you go.
Exactly.
So, Kat, since you've been here,
Yep.
from day one,
Yep.
Looking back from that first episode, what are your feels for it?
Man, I mean, let's just on the technical side, let's talk about that for a second. How like half the first episode my mic didn't work. You know, we barely had any sound effects or music or direction. I think we've come very far just as players.
Right.
We were all like, what's role playing like? How do you role play? Like we didn't have any idea, and now it's becoming like second nature almost, which is nice. You know, GTA 5 obviously helped with that a lot, being on a role play server. I'd kind of get the feel for it because it's weird. It's weird when you first get into it. For anybody that wants to play D&D and doesn't have any role play experience, and you're nervous about it, I wouldn't be nervous about it because it'll come. You'll get the hang of it. You know, especially if you play with other people who have done it before, which I mean you will, because who plays D&D with people that haven't played D&D? That would be just rough. That would be rough all around. Yeah, but you guys have played before, haven't you? Like this isn't your very first game.
The first episode was my second game.
Like ever?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, you're doing a good job then.
And then to switch off what it was in that game, I was actually the player, as to where now I'm doing the obnoxious
the show.
job.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like this is your first DM experience,
Right.
right? How's it been for you? Poutine. Let me just say that word.
From all the poutine shenanigans and hey, let's just be at the bar forever. The fact of reading, you shouldn't ever read the book and be like, okay, this is what we have to do, and try and shove the players into that.
Yeah.
What you should do, and I hear all the time from different DMs, because I watch D&D as a way to get knowledge for my own self and get experience, or not experience, get inspiration from how they do things, is they say, okay, this is where we're at, these are where they, in theory, should be going, and just make a couple notes of what they might encounter, a couple notes of who they might encounter, and just go from there. Don't do a whole bunch of planning, because nothing that you set out to expect ever happens.
Right. Yeah, we
I
made sure that.
Yeah. I went ahead and took a week and said, okay, this is what their quest is, this is how I planned it out, yada, yada, yada. And they took, the first 45 minutes to make poutine.
And it was great.
And it was great. Exactly.
And everyone had a good time.
It was a fun experience.
It's like 6-year-old soccer. You can't win. It's just about having a good time.
Exactly.
Right. Your job is, as the DM, is not to go against the players and try to knock them out, as I accidentally did in the first episode.
Yeah. What the hell? Let's talk about that for a second. I don't think
Hey, I don't
think Punky was here for that. Were you here in the beginning? Okay. So this is what it was. D-Rock, I'm just gonna use our names. I'm just gonna use our our Twitch names because it's easier because we're not in character now.
Right.
No one knows who those characters are.
Okay, so D-Rock he was still Rogar back in the day.
Rogar.
So we set off on our adventure. He was just like, nah, I'm just gonna sleep this episode, okay? And Mr. DM here had everything set up for a 4-player mission when there was only 3 of us, okay?
5-player mission.
5-player mission when there and there was only 3 of us. So we're 2 men down, and his entire goal is just to kill us, and you could tell.
That was not my goal.
He was
No,
a
it
savage.
not.
He was a savage the entire time.
No, you guys couldn't roll above a 12 to hit the monsters.
The 12 hit?
Yeah, it's a 12 hit. So my armor class was 13 as a dragonborn barbarian. Rest in peace, Thorn. Because he died that episode, or the next one. Did he die in the second episode? I think it was the second one. What we got?
The first.
Really?
The second episode was when Kindrel, Bela, Rogar actually showed up, because they were more or less a day behind Thorn, Dodric, and Frederick.
All dead.
Cod,
All dead now.
Mr. Wolf, and the Great Haboob.
Everybody's dead.
You still don't know about Dodric. He could just be up there sleeping still.
Dodric is dead.
You just don't know until the next episode when I actually say what happens to him.
He's dead though. Okay. You got something for that? I'm excited for it.
He's been asleep for 11 to 9, 8 episodes. He's been asleep for 8 episodes. That's 8.
With travel time, it's gonna be like 11 days.
Yeah, about almost 2 weeks he's been asleep, and you guys have
He's
only
gonna be like a butterfly, right? And just emerge.
Yeah, from his cocoon.
You guys have only checked on him once, but you really didn't even check on him.
Huge tab at the bar
I mean,
for a 2-week stay.
you're right. I mean, we did just kind of leave him up there.
You guys went in there. Rogar went in there once, just to see if if the swordsman's talisman was in the room. He didn't even really check up on him.
He's like, hey, you got any stuff I could take? Because Rogar's a savage.
And he didn't even take the stuff.
True.
He just went in the room. Yep, he's breathing. Is there a talisman in here? Nope. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Yep. All right. I want to know, Punky, your turn. It's your turn to talk now. So I don't know how long you've been watching or how far you've gone back to recap, like on our YouTube. But so what do you think of the journey so far and like your current place in it?
So once I had talked to Buttercup about being on the show, I was like, huh, I should probably watch some of the show to know what I'm getting into. I just really wanted to play D&D.
Okay.
I just really wanted to play D&D. And so I watched a couple of the backlogged episodes, and then I was here in person to watch the Poteen episode, which was great.
Great.
And so I was mostly trying to get a feel for the team when I was watching the older ones, and so I was multitasking, so I realized afterward that I hadn't absorbed a lot of the story. I had mostly just, like, gotten a feel for how the game went.
Okay.
But, like, based on the description, it kind of sounds like a starting up D&D game.
Yep.
Now we got some different characters, we've cycled out some people.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple months were definitely rough, and
that just kind of happens.
That happens in D&D with a non-consecutive group.
And that's like when I said my first game was, or I played with all people who were new. That was the very first game I played. The guy running it, I don't think he'd actually DM'd before, but he had played before. But the three of us who were playing hadn't played really before, and so we had no idea what we were doing as players. He didn't know what he was doing as a DM. It was great fun.
Nice.
Right.
I'm adjusting my standards from that, and then the next game I played, we all cared hard. We showed up every week. We moved plans around to make sure the game worked, and that was where I got a lot of my RP experience, was our Exalted game.
Mm-hmm.
This one I'm liking the feel of, and I really like that, like, rolling up my character just as like a little throwaway thing for a guest spot, and then I got emotionally attached to her, and here I am now.
Aera is so good. I love her as a kid.
Like, we've talked about other characters that I could play, but I'm like, but I want to keep being Aera for a little while.
There are things that will happen to where Aera kind of poofs in a sense, and other people will come in.
She's like, no. She's like, find somebody else to do that now.
These things were your idea, though. These things were your idea.
Yeah, but my ideas are crap half the time.
No, not your idea.
Is it the one we have only in concept and fully have to homebrew, or is it the one that you very first mentioned when we were rolling up my character?
Both. Because the idea I have, I just went ahead and added onto it, and now it has to be a thing, because it's been a running joke, and it has to be a thing now. The one that you came up with, the compilation of it, it's gonna be funny.
Like that, I'm okay with that one having a guest spot. That one would probably be very difficult to manage on a long-term basis, but if it's doing a guest spot, we can also make it OPAF.
What is happening?
Just let the guest star in the DM.
Oh, Lord.
But so Aera, I got really attached to her, and so I'm excited to see how it works into the thing. I think the backstory episode that we had last time was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And it sort of helped me put together the things I remembered from watching the other episodes, you know, back before TCon, so it was months ago when I was binging the other episodes, and then putting it together with to know the characters now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one character, like I love Kindrel, I love Vela.
Yeah, damn right.
Rogar. Oh, like the one I was really wanting to get to know more of was Thorn and Rogar's connection with one another. You have two different Dragonborns. You have them both at a different breed in a sense.
Yep.
Different classes, different alignments. So how would that connection, how would they butt against one another?
I think we would have fought hard.
Yeah.
I think we would have fought hard. Like, there would have been some roll for initiative scenarios between us.
And of course, Rogar, you know, slept through the early morning chat about our lives, so...
Yeah. What a savage.
So
I think it's also handy to have a backstory episode when I can be like, oh, well, my character has no idea who these people are, so it's okay if I base everything I know about these people not off of episodes I've seen, but just off what they told me.
Right.
Right.
It's also handy for me as a person coming in and for me to build up my character's connection to everyone.
Yeah, for sure.
Another one I was really looking forward to was Frederick, the Great Haboo's character.
Yep.
Just because the man knew 7 languages. He was all about getting information, and he went away way too soon.
I know.
At the same time,
I remember
at
you
the same
saying that.
time, his work schedule changed, and then his PC went. So it would have been inevitable eventually.
Yeah. Rip to your 7 language character.
Dude, that character would have been busted. Oh, a sage cleric. Oh, knowledge. I'm
like-
sorry, knowledge cleric with the
Knowledge
sage
cleric,
cleric.
yep.
I feel like I know a bunch of languages and I gotta find them now.
How many languages do I know? I feel like I'm about to know my 3rd or 4th language.
So you should know 4, Kindrel. You have your
See?
Common,
4.
Elvish, Sylvan, Orc. You're right. It should be 5, and then I need 1 more from you.
Yeah. See, I'm
Which-
getting there. I'm getting to 7. Slowly.
Aera, you should know the Common Aera.
I tried to speak
Aera
Aarakocra. It didn't work.
I got
Squawked.
I got them from a couple different places. So
You had the Wanderer feat, or not the
Ender.
Wanderer feat, the background.
the
What was your back?
Outlander.
Yeah, so you should have Common, Aarakocra.
So I think I get 3 as a starter, and then I got more for being an Outlander.
Well, you had 3 from being a starter?
Yeah.
DM doesn't know what's going on right now. He's
Nah.
like, what? My brain exploded.
Hold on. Hold on.
Aarakocra can speak, read, and write Common, Aarakocra, and Orin.
Oh, Orin, that was the other one, yeah.
What the hell is that? I don't even know. Okay, so let me tell you this. Looking at the language list, I'm like, what the hell are all of these freaking languages? And who speaks them? And when? Obviously, I don't know when we're going to encounter people, you know, that don't speak Common, you know, that we would need a special language for.
So Orin, as a spoken language, is that of air-based creatures, and it's written in the Draconic alphabet.
Okay, so you can read Draconic? Is that what that means?
So it says the script is Draconic, so I'm guessing that means as far
Just
as
the same letters?
I don't know if it exactly means that it's the same alphabet, or if it, like, I can literally understand the language.
Probably, my guess would
I
be
will
like
look into
same. That would be like French for us. You know, it's written the same,
Probably,
but the
yeah.
words are different.
The script is Draconic, so
Right.
Orin is just the language of air-based creatures, according to the internet.
I'll look into that a little bit and see
Yeah.
what that actually means.
Cool.
And I definitely got other languages for being an Outlander.
Yeah, you should have gotten 1 more. I just don't remember what you chose for that.
Sylvan, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, don't I speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Mm.
You have Common,
Interesting.
Elvish, Sylvan, Orcish from your favorite enemy, and then you have to pick 1 more.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you guys a little more of like the technical background side of things. So now that our video and our audio is split, I can make voice channels for specific languages. So if like if I want to go talk to Aera in Sylvan, like we can move to a different room so nobody else can hear us except the people that speak the language.
The chat.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like
and
it.
chat obviously will still be able to hear everything.
Right.
Mm.
Which just means I gotta have a stream open so that way I know what you're saying.
That or
I
just
mean-
move with us.
Yep.
Because DM will have access to all voice rooms.
It would also be a handy way to do, like, if we learn something from a role, like, do a super good insight check and he only wants us to know it, then we just pop to the secret channel.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean, we could take this like another step in depth.
Kind of like what we had with our own Discord, but we haven't used yet.
Right. Yeah. So we can do everything in there if we want to, or I can make a Quantum Dungeon section in Quantum Gaming, which I'll probably do because we have hella audio quality there. Hella, because we're nitro boosted. Yeet.
Hashtag nitro.
Hashtag.
Did you see my tweet to G Fuel for you?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, we're D&D aside. So the stream last night, they were like, so I was drinking G Fuel to stay awake because I was hella tired, and they're like, if you had a flavor G Fuel, what would it be? And I said it would be called Pond Water, because of God of War, and when you subscribe, you enter the pond. So it'd be like, and Havlock's like, G Fuel, God of War wants a flavor that's green and tastes like blueberries.
That's what you said.
I'm like, well, make it sound better than that if you're actually tagging G Fuel. And then somebody else did it too, and I'm like, holy Lord, this is not what I was going for. This is not what I was going for.
Well,
Use up some promotional materials.
Right.
Go ahead
Right.
and do it, and just get all the retweets and all the likes, and it'll happen.
Just go find this tweet, everyone.
Yeah. No, you don't retweet that. If I make something. And obviously, G Fuel's not gonna make a flavor for a guy who has like 800 followers on Twitch, and like a 20 viewer average. They're gonna be like, nah, you need to get a little bigger first. Whatever.
Expand that pond into the ocean.
Ooh.
Bingo.
God of Waters.
So
I feel like that means any co-stream with you can just be like LT Buttercup on Stranger Tides.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. For sure.
So how is everyone's dynamic, do you think, with one another? How's Kindrel's relationship on your side, at least since D-Rock ain't here? How do you think that dynamic is going?
Kindrel
Or
and
Aera's versus Oleg, since you had that first direct connection.
what do you mean? Like, how do we feel about each other?
Yeah.
Um.
So a note that I took down, or jotted down, and I was gonna wait for the American Dog to be here.
Yeah.
The party for the Red Brand was always doing the sneak attacks, waiting for night and picking them up one by one. As to where Oleg is more upfront and direct. So, you being a knight and being trained, is that normally your approach, or how does combat normally fit in for you?
Well, since so I'm not a knight in like the traditional knight sense. I'm not with sword and shield and just go bust heads. Being an elf, we master archery, and swordsmanship. But we're not like the humans who just charge at people and cut heads. So I'm okay. I'm okay with it because it doesn't matter how we win as long as we use the right tactics to win. Is basically how we're trained.
So you're okay with running to the ocean across the map and shooting people?
What?
Go back. You were shooting arrows with crabs attached to your arrows, shooting at people.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Or not.
I mean, okay, so maybe that's not exactly how we were trained to shoot arrows with crabs attached to them at people. But I mean, if you can't have fun with life, what's the point?
So would you say that Kindrel is more likely to take that step back, try to get as far away, just to pew-pew?
Kindrel just wants to be tactical. It doesn't, whatever the situation is, he's going to use his training and, his tactics to make the best of it. So if that means, being far away, sniping with the bow, he's going to do that. If it means being upfront and personal, he's gonna do that. You know, if someone's close to death, yeah, he'd run in front of somebody. You know, bust the swords out and try to save them. You know, he's noble. It's what he does. He loves the people. He wants the people to love him.
Per his
Yeah,
for the ideal.
for his personality traits.
Yeah.
Yep.
So then, what about how do you think your relationship with Rogar is doing?
I think
Since day one at the bar.
I think it started off a little rocky. Okay, because you know Rogar's very rough. You know, I'm not just talking about his scales. You know, just personality wise, is a little rough too. But I think the relationship is evolving. You know, Rogar's done some nice things. You know, he's done some not nice things, but he's done some nice things. So
he sold you coffee.
Yeah.
Which normally goes for 2 copper from the tavern. He sold it to you for a gold.
Why do you gotta bring that up? Okay, first off, I really need a coffee. Right.
You got taken for a ride.
I've got the money, you know, because I'm a noble. I'm used to shelling out gold for stuff. All right, and if I want a coffee, and that's how I have to get it, that's how I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, okay, that was a little shady, you know, but he did sell me that like magic or that magical item or whatever I have right now.
He still has the earrings that no one knows what they do except knows that it goes for 50 gold.
Right.
Which I forgot about until you said.
No. So I think I have the earrings now. I paid him 50 gold. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. I think he still has them. I think the deal was, and we'll have to confirm with him. I think if it's just the earrings.
I remember the deal. I remember the deal. Okay. And this is D-Rock Intelligence 9 right here. This is how you know that he's just a dumb dragon. But we love him. He's our dumb dragon, but he's just a dumb dragon. So we know they go for 50 gold, right? We know they go.
What 3 people have told you.
Yes. So they go for 50 gold, as is.
Yep.
I made the bet with him that when we get them, I don't know what the D&D term is, but when we get them looked at,
identified.
Sure, identified. Deckard Cain. You get that Diablo 3 reference? No, he's the guy that identifies your items in the Diablo games.
Oh.
Anyways, anyways, somebody laughed in the chat. That's my guess on the inside. When we get them identified, if they are magical in any way, I get them. Okay? And if they're not, I still get them, but I have to pay him 30 gold.
All right,
and they're worth 50.
Okay, so I've got great news. You already know that Aera knows identify because she's the one who identified the doll.
I know. Yeah. That's why I'm excited. We're going to settle this.
You also have the glass staff.
Yep.
Kindrel, that you
the
haven't...
glass staff?
The glass staff.
The gentleman's name was Glass Staff, and he had a staff. You still haven't tried to pawn that off.
Nope.
For whatever reason.
Correct.
You can get it identified.
Yep. I'm not just going to sell it. That was a boss item.
That was a boss item. And Oleg's potion, or vial.
Yep.
Still has no clear understanding what it is.
Yeah, so what that means is you need to get with Aera this week, and because there's going to be some identification coming up. So whatever these items actually are, she's going to have to know.
Yep. I can...
It would help if I knew it ahead of time instead of having to wait for you to send them to me every time, but...
Yeah.
Yep.
I can do that.
Also, I need a picture. I still need a picture.
Yeah.
And I know. Last time you mentioned it, I was going to sleep, and now I'm awake. So there's been no time.
Nice.
You still have the helm that you picked off of Frederick.
Yeah, I'm wearing
that
it.
You have Are you wearing it at all times?
Yeah. It's always on.
Yeah, and you don't know what it does, though.
Yeah, I do.
No. Thorn knew what it was.
I'm pretty sure I have it named what it is.
You have it named because I had to put it in there, but
I'm pretty sure I've used it already. I think I've used it once. I know what it is. You told me what it does.
yeah, because that was Thorn.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a different character now. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty,
Oh.
and it's on my head, so...
So you
Are
just,
you
It's
are you
silver.
attuned to a thing you don't know what it does, or has he not been able to attune because he doesn't know what he's attuning to?
well, I mean, he's got it on his head. He has it for 11 days. Attunement takes 5 minutes. So he's attuned to something he doesn't know what it is.
We should work that in. It'd be cool.
And then earlier you were asking about our relationships to each other.
Yeah, so how is Aera to everyone else?
So I was thinking about that, and like, so the person that I think I've probably connected with the most so far would be Oleg, just because, like, he has his blacksmithing and I have my carpentry. We talked about that, and he was the one who actually asked about my face, even though I think it was Kindrel who like fully noticed when I picked my mask up,
So
glimpse of it, and Vela was completely oblivious.
when you took your mask off to take that first drink, Kindrel thought he saw a beak under the beak. Oleg had completely noticed
Okay, yeah, that
there
was
was
something going on there.
yeah.
And Vela was just doo-ba-doo.
Vela had a drink in her
He's
face.
like, ooh, shiny.
Right, okay, yeah, so because, like, Oleg was the one who actually asked about it in the first place and the one that I talked with about it, I'd say he's probably the one that I know most, plus I think he's got, like, the most straightforward intentions as a barbarian, where you're like, okay, I know what this guy's about.
Right.
Anna's thing is, along with learning everyone's songs, because of who she is wandering in this people area, she's kind of, it helps to be able to get a read on folks.
Right.
Even though everyone has their secrets, she feels like she's got a pretty good read on Oleg, so that makes her feel better about it. And he's just been, like, the most open with communication so far.
So you, Cod, why don't you just go ahead and pull open Sheila for me, and quick give that a gander.
Where, on what site?
D&D
DDB.
Beyond. And like I said, open up your character sheet
This is also gonna be fun.
and go under extras, and Sheila should be there.
Also just want to let you know that I finished my homework in class and have found where home is on the map.
Oh, that was kind of quick.
Yeah. I mean, I found a thing that sounded cool, looked up the lore, liked it, picked it.
See?
I'm an overachiever. I finished my homework before I get home.
Okay, so let me get a new window here quick.
Yep.
I love doing this stuff on the fly.
I told you it might be a thing.
Yeah, you did. I didn't prepare at all for that.
I'm ready.
I'll just highlight Sheila right now.
So then, so actually click on it.
Oh.
When you're done. When you're done.
Yeah.
Cropping.
You're carefully resizing? Yeah. There you go.
Dang, how big is this? All right, I'm just gonna cover the screen. I'm just gonna cover me. You know what?
So, yeah, now that we've identified what Orin is, we could probably switch out.
So
Okay, here's my baby.
so your
Oops.
so Sheila's original intelligence, I believe, was 8, which would have been -2.
Yep.
So I didn't want Sheila to be dumber than Rogar.
Appreciate that. I would never have heard the end of it.
Sheila's got some dark vision. We modified the original homebrew to make it a quarter challenge rating, so that way Kindrel could actually use it. Change it from a monstrosity to a beast for the same reason. Gave it keen sights for advantage on wisdom perception checks. Pact instincts to give it advantage on attack rolls when it's next to a creature, or an ally rather.
That's really handy.
Yeah, it's got a beak attack. It's got a claw attack. Kindrel, can you read me what its languages says?
Where is it?
Scroll up.
Okay, so
Right below the dark vision.
languages is Aarakocra can understand and speak. Common understands, but can't speak. Elvish understands, but can't speak. So you can
Me and Sheila are talking shit.
You can talk to Sheila. Nice.
Yeah. Although now that I've remembered what Orin is, it'd probably make a little more sense for it to be that one. Speaking the bird person language. That's up to y'all. Which of anything that flies? I don't know, but
well, since this version of Griffhound doesn't have wings, so it can't fly.
Okay, Aarakocra makes sense then.
Yeah.
It's the language of things with beaks in that case.
Yeah. I tried, but it didn't work.
You just squawked.
I did.
Epically.
Oh, and we clipped it.
Yeah, you did. Yay, me.
So I can both help you communicate with Sheila if you're trying to get something no, she understands anything you say, but I can tell you what she's saying back, and she and I can talk shit.
Yeah.
I mean, strategize. We can strategize.
Yeah, I see what's gonna happen here. I see what's gonna happen here.
I think what I'm gonna do with Sheila is whenever you hit your ability modifier at level 4, 12, and 16, or whatever the actual levels are, and you gain your extra stat buffs, you can also choose Sheila's as well.
Okay.
She'll actually level up with you. She'll gain hit points whenever you would get hit points, so every time you level. And I think we'll leave it at that. Or how, just because, like you said before, you don't want to be level 20 with level, quarter rating beasts that can't do that much damage.
Right.
Right.
It makes sense that she would gain experience with traveling with us.
So I think what I'll do, since she's kind of like our guest in a sense, along with Aera, whatever experience you guys would get, I'll keep it with the main 4. So if you get 2,000 experience, divided by 4 is 500 each. You guys will get that 500. Aera, you'll get the automatic 500, so that way we're not splitting it 5 ways, now 6 ways with Sheila. So that way it kind of balances everyone out.
Right, that makes sense. Because she's not a party member, she's a pet.
Right.
Yep.
But in my heart, she's a party member.
In your heart, she's the real MVP.
Your precious ugly bumpkins.
Yes, my fluffy bumpkins.
So, what is Aera thinking of Kindrel and Bela as of right now? Since you had that little time in Agatha's grotto and the hour spent drinking and eating a buffet.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely more willing to trust anyone who was also willing to open up like they were. And Vela, seemed like the quieter sibling just because she was the one who was talking the least, but she was still sharing Wednesday she was, so it's not like I distrust any of them. A lot about Vela. I don't think she hardly even talked about what she does or where she got her powers much.
So the way that I'm trying to plan it out is she really doesn't know where her powers came from. She knew that from what she's been told, a dark deity had given her abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't, it's not like, oh, okay, it came from Odin, or it came from Miraliki, or whatever direct deity is tied to it. I have an idea from a different game that I've watched on how I kind of want to play it out,
Mhm.
but it hasn't really been fully explained to her yet, just because I want it to be a full blown surprise for everyone.
So I think like I don't know a lot about Vela, but I know that she seems like a pretty genuine person. And then Edda likes Kindrel because he's writing his song.
He knows.
Right, he's writing his
necessarily-
song as he goes. He's on this journey that he doesn't know the destination, but he knows that he'll find it eventually,
Right.
and that speaks to Edda pretty strongly.
Nice. We besties.
Yeah. Plus, if the Gryph-hound is willing to trust you, that gives you a few points. I'm gonna base a lot of my opinion on you, on Sheila's opinion of you.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Thanks, man.
I think we should give a since we haven't yet, just because probably of the low intelligence. I think we should give D-Rock with a little bit of love with that trying to hide in a bush.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah,
Slowly
just
backing
Homer
into the
Simpson
bush.
Backing into the trees.
Yes.
I just watched him go.
I'm sorry, D-Rock, I love you, but that was great.
That was something. I can't believe that happened.
Also, I gotta say, I do think it's really funny that, like, I personally didn't know, I couldn't remember exactly what you all were getting into, and you were, like, you, Havoc, were trying to explain to them and remind them what they knew when they first met me,
Mhm.
and this whole time they're talking about, oh, we've gotta fight this Banshee, we gotta get this spell book, and I'm, like, ready for, I was like, oh, shoot, are these, nerds gonna need my help? And then you just talk to the Banshee for 5 minutes, get the spell book, and leave.
Done. Well, we didn't get the spell book. We got the location,
Or no,
the possible
you got the
location
information, though.
of the spell
You
book.
just, like,
Yeah,
talked to her for 5 minutes and peaced out, and I was like,
You're like-
right?
You're like, damn
something
it.
to keep in mind in D&D is not every encounter has to be a fighting encounter.
Oh yeah, my last character was entirely social combat. I am about just talking your way out of it if you can. You don't
Right.
want to fight a banshee.
Yeah. That was
I just thought it was really funny that they were like, oh yeah, we gotta fight this chick, we gotta fight this chick, and then you didn't.
it's true. It's true. We were ready. We were geared up and ready to go. I don't know if the Banshee would have kicked our ass if we tried to fight the Banshee. Or not.
I
Also,
could take a
save
look
for
at Stat Black.
Save for seeing the war loot exist at the tavern, you all haven't seen a single thing Edda can do besides play spa music.
True.
Right. Or
That's
Thunderstruck.
true. Or Thunderstruck.
Or Thunderstruck. Spa music and Thunderstruck and then tavern music. Like, you've only seen Edda play music so far.
Right.
And then she showed off the war loot, and you're like, oh,
Like,
right.
dang, it's badass.
Yeah.
She got talents.
And and somehow making people feel inspired.
Mhm.
Bardic inspiration is a thing I can do.
Yeah. DM.
So
Need it for
don't hate.
anything, but I can do it.
so just to clarify, because I don't know if people know the difference between Bardic inspiration versus DM inspiration. The Bardic inspiration, since you're here, Kindrel, you roll your dice, right? And let's say you get a 12.
Ready check. Yeah.
Any check, the Bardic Inspiration will give you an additional D8. So let's say you roll a 4 on that. You add your 12 with the 4, and that will be what your check is. It's not an automatic reroll.
But that almost sounds better.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, you could only add a 1 to it, but it's one of those things where you're like, I know for a fact the DC is 16, I got a 14, and suddenly with inspiration you have incredible odds of making that DC after all.
Right.
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 And as Aera levels up, that die will become up to, I think, a D10 or a D12.
That's awesome.
Sounds about right, yeah.
Awesome.
It's especially good if you only miss the DC by 1 and you're like, inspiration, now we've made
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Play me that funky music, Bird Girl.
Yes, exactly like that. The other thing is, I was sort of saying, the reason that Bardic Inspiration isn't quite as OP is, he gives that inspiration and it's just persistent until you use it. Bardic Inspiration, you're only riding that high for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I can't just hand out Bardic Inspiration at the beginning of the day and wait until we need it. I actually supposed to give it out like in the middle of combat, or I play something really inspiring right before we bust the door down because we know we might need it.
Yeah, give me that war music.
So the Banshee really would have given you a guy's run for your money. She would have done some damage.
What was her stat block? Are we gonna encounter her again, or can we know?
I mean, if you want to take her out, you can.
I mean, I feel like we gave her the calm and like she's happy.
I can send you the stat block. Where am I at?
Lit. You're in your bedroom. It looks like.
Thank you.
If I had to guess, I'd say you were at home.
Yeah. You need to get like a D&D curtain to put behind you.
I should just get like
That'd be sweet.
a
Like,
banner.
yeah, it's like a sheet. You're like, oh, banner. That'd be cool too.
Make ones that look like neat, stone walls and stuff.
Yeah. So the stat block itself isn't all too impressive, but her abilities are something else.
I mean, yeah, it's the Banshee.
It's Banshee. All right, I'm gonna pull it up on screen and let.
Like, case in point, as soon as you see her, you're shitting your pants playing Visage, and you've got to succeed a wisdom throw.
No. Visage was so bad. No.
That's why she's got a horrifying visage, and you got to succeed a wisdom throw, or else you're useless.
Man, I saw one clip of that game and I was like, nah.
So how was talking to the Banshee face to face with her just yelling right in your face?
I hated that. She was so loud. She was so loud. Okay, so this is the Banshee stat block right here for everybody. I'm just gonna put it up on screen.
Yeah.
So y'all can read it. AC of 12. Does 12 hit? Yes, it does.
There you go.
Yes, it does. So you take a look at that, everybody. Wait, strength is 1.
She's a ghost.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
She's
yeah,
incorporeal.
that's true.
Can you scroll down so that way the top of the stat block is at the top of the window?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so let's look at this. So for actions, corrupting touch, melee spell attack +4 to hit. Oh shit. It's D12, hits 12. 3d6 +2. Necrotic damage. Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the Banshee that can see her must succeed on a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. Oh my god.
So what frightened is until that frightened ends, you have to run away.
Yeah, you cannot move toward it. You cannot attack it. You have to spend your movement running away.
We would have all died.
Until you'd either have to run until you can't see her, or just like go around the corner just that way she's not in line of sight.
Right. Then whale lasts a day.
She only gets one per day.
1 per day. Okay. The Banshee releases a mournful wail, provided that she isn't in sunlight. Wail has no effect on constructs and undead. All other creatures within 30 feet of her that can hear her must make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw. On a failure, a creature drops to 0 hit points.
And
Oh my god! A creature takes. Yeah, I would say we all would have died.
What's your Constitution modifier?
0. The Banshee's Constitution modifier is 0.
How would we make our con save? I've only got a +1.
I'm not sure what mine is. Let me pull up my character sheet really quick.
I think yours is a +0. I think you have a 10.
So I'd have like a 45% chance of succeeding that throw.
Yeah.
My Constitution is 11.
So a +1.
It's a +0.
Yeah, 0.
Yeah, so you'd have like a 40% chance of succeeding that throw.
40% chance of not dying to a one shot.
Yeah.
Hell no! I'm glad we talked to her. Oh my
And
god.
that's why and then even if not, it's 3d takes
On a success.
Either 10 psychic damage or 3d6.
That's on a success, though. Otherwise, if you fail, then you just
drop to 0.
Exactly. So that's even if we'd succeeded, that still would have been like, I don't know about you, but half
hella
my hit
damage.
points.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm so happy we didn't try to. I'm so happy we didn't
And
try to
Oleg
kill
wanted
her.
to fight.
Oleg
was ready.
Oleg would be dead. DED. From that fight.
Dead. Yep.
That's insane. And the Banshee.
That is the benefit of talking your way out of it sometimes.
Hell yeah. I would say so. Damn, that was crazy.
Did you take note of the Banshee's hit points?
D8.
58. 58. 13 D8. Banshee hit points. 13 D8. What the
I mean, I feel like the best thing I can do would be if I cast my second level spell on as a third level slot, I could do 4d8 thunder damage.
That's crazy. But, you know, I don't think Kindrel would have been within 30 feet, you know, if he could help it. He would have been way, way back.
Well, if originally you were 60,
right,
and then you moved up to 30, she met you in the middle. So
right.
If Oleg would have done something, he would have been.
If Oleg would have been impulsive, we all would have died. If not, if I would have like strolled back to Oleg and be like, "Bro, we gotta kill her," and then like just started walking away, just to get that distance. But again, I would never have known.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know the stat block. Damn, that would have sucked.
How, okay, so explain to me this though. How does a banshee, this like embodiment of suffering and wailing, have a charisma of 17? She's got a +3 charisma.
Maybe it's because she's super loud. Just like listen to me.
Probably,
and like
yeah.
you try and convince her, and she just shouts over you.
Yeah.
Is her charisma?
Insane.
If I have has wisdom saves, and would she have made it? Maybe not.
Right. Crazy.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
From here on out, that not every encounter has to be a fight. Just because you guys don't know the stat blocks, and to be honest, when you said what's the Banshee stat block, that was the first time I opened it. So
okay.
It would have again seemed like episode 1 where the DM was out to get you guys.
Yeah, right, for sure. Dang,
and you're like, why'd you put us up against such a strong thing? And you're like, when did I tell you to fight her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And then I wouldn't have heard the end of me killing God twice. I wouldn't have heard the end of
running away.
You being so attached to Aera and her.
No, see, the thing is, at that point, Aera owed them no loyalty. So while Punky Pie might have been like, maybe I shouldn't be a jerk, Aera would be out.
She'd be like, bye, this is fun.
She hadn't gotten to know them yet. If I didn't care about them, which I mostly didn't. Audi 500.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be using that fly speed.
Yep. Like,
bye.
She gone.
Get that frightened and then deuces.
Yep.
If you think about it, if you're frightened for 1 minute, so that's 10 rounds.
Yep.
It's 100 feet away.
Yep.
Yep.
Literally, as the crow flies, 500 feet.
Yep. He gone.
She'd be going back to the roost.
Right? It is a little further than that. It's a large map.
This is a scary stat block. That's a scary stat block.
And that's not the worst I've seen for lower creatures, lower level creatures.
I know that we're not gonna mix in any super stupid homebrew stuff, but I did just see on online the other day someone made a stat block for an actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my god.
What?
So
wow.
something that I am doing is I have over 500 pins on Pinterest of just random D&D crap. So I'm organizing them up, whether it be monsters or items or different builds for rangers, rogues, bards, whatever.
We got the war loot was your pins.
Yeah, Warloot was one of the pins. I do have a mandolin in there for another time.
Is it the mandolin? Because that'd be great.
I don't know what it's called.
So there's the mandolin that is the instrument, like they play in Road to El Dorado, and then there's the mandolin, the incredibly dangerous, why do they sell it to amateurs, kitchen equipment that causes people to lose fingers all the time.
No, it's dangerous.
Okay, but if it had just like one super sharp blade on it, that'd be a mandolin, it'd be great.
Yes. It does not have a blade on it.
Damn.
But it could.
Something that
Homebrew the mandolin.
And attach it.
Just hidden in there.
Good.
Right.
Has to touch your instrument and then they accidentally slice a finger off.
Right.
So something that I'm doing with all these pins is probably have it listed so you guys can go in there and see different items and be like, hey, you know, this is something that I'm interested in. Can we work out some way to make it, or for us to find it, or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Or be like, hey, you know, this is a cool monster. Can we try to incorporate it? So I'm gonna go through and finish organizing all that. Or if you say, you know, Kindrel, down the line, if you don't think Beastmaster is working and you're not really interested in the other one, you can look through all the different builds. And
do you think I'm gonna abandon Fluffy Bumpkins?
I didn't say abandon Flumpy Bumpkins.
That's not okay.
I'm just saying, or you know, whatever. That'd be an option, along with using D&D Beyond and saying, hey, you know, I want to build something. I already made it. Can we figure something out, like the American Doge is doing with that sword that he had shared.
Yeah.
To figure out some kind of like a leveling system or something for his blacksmithing to have him reach a certain height in his skill in order to be able to make it.
Right.
But I want to be able to use, whether it be D&D Beyond or the Pinterest as a separate tool for you guys to try and have fun, and not have it strictly be, these are how Wizard of the Coast had made it, this is what we have to stick to. I want it to be more fun for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. Definitely get into that when my to-do list becomes shorter.
Like those banners.
It's long. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's right. Oh, I had something good worked up for that, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, we got to do that. Let me write that down. I don't think that's on my list. That's why I forgot about it.
Wow. We talked about it too.
Yeah, it's not.
Such a bot.
Yeah, and then you just, you know, pre-make a different overlay for every single configuration of players.
Yeah.
I already have that. I already have that.
I think for these recaps, I think 3 is fine. But if it's an actual game and we just have 3, it's not gonna work just because.
Especially when one of those 3 is you.
Well, yeah.
Bring it.
I'm pretty much.
All right.
I'm pretty much free.
What I'm hearing, this would be like Aera and Kindrel go to do some like morning yoga and just get besought upon by something and have to fight them off alone. Go back downstairs and be like, y'all should have heard about the morning we had.
Yeah, exactly. It could be cool. You know, it wouldn't be if it's just like us 3. It wouldn't be like, because I dedicate my Sundays to sleep, Quantum Dungeons, and Quantum Cast. So that's my every Sunday. So I don't really make plans aside from this, because you know I love it.
Right.
And is mostly same.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't remember now.
As far as you're not gonna miss the weekend because your weekend is for the game.
Yeah, that was something else I was gonna say before that, but I forgot.
Okay.
You like candles? Just kidding.
Yeah.
Not plugging myself. Not plugging.
Because because otherwise I'd give you crap for holding it up without putting the label out.
It doesn't have one. This is one of my.
Okay.
It's one of my trials.
Always gotta hold it up, label out.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Have to make. I'm not gonna talk about that. This is D&D. This is not COD's candles.
This is D&D time.
I still think though, D&D themed candles.
It's a thing.
I have Dragon's Blood again. I bought more of it.
Yes.
So, it's here. Here, it's ready. Well, it's not ready, but
Get some mimosa-esque flavor.
what? Orange?
That could be good.
I have Mandarin citrus.
The citrus, yeah.
I have Mandarin citrus. That kind of smells like a mimosa.
And then if you find some way to like add something to make it that champagne part,
Oh,
then it's a mimosa candle and not just a citrus candle.
yeah.
No. Moving on.
Hey, if you want to take over my game, or our game rather,
I was gonna say let's
Do
make a protein
not-
candle, but that would not smell good.
you want to.
I think it would smell amazing, and I'd also gain 50 pounds while it was lit.
You want to make poutine. You want to start a monopoly with the brewers. You want to run for mayor. You can't make
Yeah.
D&D candles.
Kindrel for mayor.
Hashtag not happening.
I'm still gonna run. I'm gonna post signs.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna post signs.
Like-
I'm gonna post signs before we leave Phandelver, and then just never come back.
But how
It
will you
was
get
really
your
cool.
coin?
Who was this
Oh,
guy?
yeah.
No,
That's right.
We have to go back to the town where the poteen was being sold in the first place in order to collect the royalties.
That's true. That's true. Maybe somebody will volunteer to fly back.
They're
Sheila?
back.
Maybe.
Just, oh my god,
Sheila
no,
can't
just send
fly.
Sheila running back with like a little sign around her neck,
Oh
like,
my
I come to,
God.
the tax man cometh.
Yeah, and she'd get there and she'd be like, "Back."
You put a little sign
Yeah,
around
the
her
signs.
neck, like, pay me.
You just be like pawing at people, like, "Give me that gold."
But then when she comes back as the quote-unquote tax collector, Oleg's gonna be afraid of her.
The tax man.
True, but she brings tidings of poutine.
Bringing money instead of taking money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it'd be okay with that. The people of Phandelver, when they see Sheila come in, they're like, "Shit, she's here for the poutine money."
Oh, we gotta pay this bird or she'll attack us.
Use them claws.
Yeah, she's feisty.
She's gonna be scratching at people like Rogar while they're asleep.
Damn, what a savage.
Wait. We send the doll with her. We tie the doll on her
Oh
like a
my
Oh my god. I love it though.
The squawks. The doll says, "Pay me." And if Sheila squawks twice, the doll goes, "Where's my money, bitch?"
So that's happening right now.
We have to do this. We have to do this.
That way we just send Sheila as the courier. What is Sheila's movement speed?
50.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, we send her as the courier. She and the doll go collect the tax money and bring it back.
What a picture that is. A Griffhound with a scorched doll on top of it. She gets to town, squawks twice, and the doll's like, "Give me my money, bitch."
Well, that's like the first time the doll's like, "We're here for the money," and if that doesn't go well, then she just and the doll says, "Where's my money, bitch?"
LT me fan art if you're watching.
What?
I'll make sure she knows.
Yeah. That's fantastic. I love
It's
it.
like those
Yeah.
dweeby Halloween costumes where it's got like just a little thingy on top, so we just
Yeah.
make up a little
Make up a little doll saddle.
thing to put the doll on her. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
or
we
just in a pouch around her neck with the money bag.
exactly.
That'd be even
Ooh.
funnier if the doll is in a pouch and people can't see it at first, so Sheila squawks and they hear a voice say, "Hello, pay me," and they're like, "Oh, it's talking to me."
They're like, "What the fuck? This Griffhound can speak." We're gonna do
Hey,
something with
this
that.
is a bird dog.
We're gonna do something with that now.
I hope not.
Sorry, Havoc.
I hope not.
Sorry, like it has to happen now.
I mean, how far even are we? Like 1 day's travel from,
Oh, so that was the thing. You guys kept saying, hey, this is a new town routine, use the trade routes, whatever. You guys are in Phandelver. You've been here for 11 days. This ain't a new town.
Yeah, we're in the same town still.
Oh, okay. I
Because
wasn't sure if you had, like, gone to a different place or not.
So
but
we
you just
did.
started walking to go find the Banshee.
right, and then we came back.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're still in the same town.
Yeah, like the only town that we discovered was like the broken the worn down village where the Banshee was.
And where I was and where the doll was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So literally still in the same place where the poteen money is.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Really doing just making a plan for future returns.
correct. As we get further away.
Which is why I had to do the currency now, because I knew you guys were gonna want to collect right away.
Yeah, we should send Sheila to collect it. Just saying. But let's get him used to her. Be like,
Just the trial run?
Yeah.
Sheila, walk over to the bar and get the money.
yes.
We're not going to get it from this table. Walk over to the bar and get the money. Which means all last episode we were like, is there poteen? Does this bar have poteen?
Yeah,
we
we're
were
like-
freaking idiots.
We're like,
The barkeep's like, you guys just had to order it.
Try the poteen! It's a snow invention. Try the poteen. Sitting with our backs to the sign. Could we get poteen here?
yeah.
New item, poutine. I wonder if there's poutine.
Exactly. Oh my
We should
god.
introduce that to this bar. We should invent that here at this bar.
But little did you know, it's been done. I just sat there and watched and was like, you guys know you do know you're here.
No, we did not know that.
I didn't know. We're confuzzled.
Clearly not.
But you as Punky, you did have Roll 20 open. So if you were watching
Oh, where the
past
map?
mods and it had Roll 20 open, you should have known.
It literally like couldn't remember if they had done that in a different city and then come to this one.
Oh, okay.
So
We didn't.
Anna doesn't know anything
Okay.
about these foods.
That's true.
This food they invented, and I'm like,
That's
okay,
true.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually makes
Yeah.
sense. I like it.
Yeah. Hashtag one time
That's
deal.
why. That's why.
Good job.
Again, sitting with my back to the sign that says "Try the poteen" with a passive perception of 20, going, huh, interesting.
Yeah, right?
Like, wow, I didn't notice that big sign back there.
Just a big billboard inside the tavern.
Yep.
One whole wall.
Lord. Good times.
So, since everyone else isn't here, is there any anything you want to try out with them or one another to more roleplay interactions or the like that you want to just keep it within a small circle?
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh, as in like stuff here that we want to pull on them because they will inevitably not watch the recap.
That or
No, they won't.
is there anything you guys want to see? I think there's technically 6 more quests, but 2 of them are in the same location, and Robin has told you he was not going to set you out there as of yet, because he's trying to see what you guys are actually made of, what kind of abilities, not necessarily you have, but what your strategy is and all that. So I think there's 4 more quests. So while you're on the road and doing your normal shenanigans or quest things, is there anything else you want to see incorporated? I guess.
I don't really know because I don't play this.
I think
this is my
Anna's
very
main
first
thing
time.
is just Anna's thing is just visiting new cities. So she's got this band of adventurers that is, safety and numbers for traveling, and is a gonna be a thing that just gives her direction to go find new places. She can probably wander off on her own if she really wants to check something out. Her reason for traveling with them is just, this is what's going to take her to new places. She does get, like I've said before, like that little satisfaction from the first time people figure out who she is. So she's still looking forward to having that with Rogar, since everyone else knows already.
Right.
And it's made it really clear to everyone that they can't tell Rogar, and he's got to figure it out for himself.
Yes.
So that'll be, like, that's just one fun thing I'm planning on seeing RP out at some point.
Right. So what
like,
you're...
There's either the moment where we're in combat and she decides that she needs a better perspective, so she throws the cloak back and the wings pop out, which no one's even seen her wings yet, as far as I know. They've only seen her face.
Yep, that's correct.
But, you know, another instance of lifting the mask to take a drink or something. Something with that will happen with Rogar, I'm hoping. We'll just see how it actually plays out.
I kind of like Kindrel's idea of you just getting right in his face, lifting up the mask and squawking in it.
Yep. Or else, I mean, he'll also maybe figure out what I'm like, squawking and clicking, talking with Sheila, and he'll be like, what the fuck is happening over here?
Yeah.
Very true. And we'll all be like, yeah, that's normal.
Perception is,
yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We all know why. You're actually gonna be like, what the fuck?
Or actually, what else would be funny is if I'm speaking in common to Sheila and she's speaking in Aarakocra back. You know, talking to your dog, talking to a baby, you're like, oh yes, I understand. Oh yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
And I actually do understand.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you are.
Doing it just because of the connection, but he won't have any idea.
I will.
And I'll be like, oh, she said your hair looks nice today, and he'll be like, oh yeah.
I know. I knew that.
The long silver locks.
I knew that. Yes.
So something like that'll be kind of fun, and then just like Aera is about going to new cities, new places, and you know, adventures take you to those places.
Maybe I'll dye my hair silver next.
Oh.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That'd be hard to do that. Cool. Yeah.
And then, do we plan on doing a dress-up episode around Halloween?
What? Halloween's like... Oh.
Thursday, I know. Around Halloween.
I still like the idea that you and I talked about, Funky, was all meeting up at con and going as our...
Characters, yes.
As our characters to network.
I better...
Do I already have everything I need in an Amazon wish list? What are you talking about?
Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, so...
know those like really weird rubber horse masks? They make them as birds too.
Oh, I believe it. So basically, I need to bust out my bow, find a suit of silver scale mail.
So here's what I was thinking, John.
Yeah.
Next year.
How am I gonna explain that to TSA?
It's a D&D thing, and they'll go move along.
Yes, move along.
Here's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Next year for TCon.
Yeah.
Just before that is the Renaissance Fair. We go to the run fair and get your stuff.
Do they sell stuff like that there?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
But
does
like,
Ren Fair sell male armor?
how expensive is a suit of armor going to be?
So
a hella money. Hella
Well.
money.
The ranger outfit I'm looking at to get just for when I go. The top portion is anywhere like 600 to 900.
Oh god, you're funny. You're funny. Oh my god. Dark Glitter Kiki, welcome to the stream. How you doing?
Hello and welcome. You
Oh
are
my
preemptively spending a lot of Twitch money right now.
Okay, so that's for the top part of your costume, and you want me to buy a suit of armor.
It's not that much.
What do you mean it's not that much? How much? How much? Guess. I guarantee you've looked before. I guarantee you have looked.
I have looked at scale mail. I don't remember though. I
feel like this is also why it's cheaper to be a ranger, because then you just need cloth and leather, and you don't actually need mail.
Are you looking right now, Havoc?
I can. Hold on.
Look right now. Tell me.
500.
Okay, dark glitter. I'm just gonna call you Kiki. That's what I'm gonna call you now. If the just the top of his costume is $600, just the top.
Well, that's
Oh, that's my
like
name.
a hood.
Perfect. Yeah, the hood.
That's
Right.
the hood
Right.
all the way down to past the legs.
Oh, okay. So that's the whole thing.
Okay, so like
Oh,
one
it's the
long
outer.
thing
So
of
it's the
like,
outer
chain-
layer. It's
Yeah.
not the top.
Yeah.
It's the outer. I
Well,
got you.
Yeah, so not like the cowl.
Right. I thought you meant
Yeah.
like right that it was the cowl and that's
no,
it.
not just the scalp, not just
Oh,
the cowl.
okay. But I mean, so mine is gonna be well over $1,000 then. Well over $1,000.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so? A suit of
What
metal?
kind of- That's scale mill. It's not like the actual plate.
Well, I know.
I can get a cloak for $30.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure it's a costume cloak. It's not going to be a super clever cloak with lots of little
There
clever
you
little
go.
pockets in it.
Warp Etsy battle shirt for $12.
For a shirt, that's not cosplay. Just get foam armor. Is there foam scale mail though? I
You
mean,
can
I
make
mean,
it.
yeah, you can cosplay anything. It's a matter of if you're LARPing and want to be super realistic, or if you're just cosplaying.
I mean, of course I want to be super realistic. That's how I roll.
Also sounds super heavy.
Well, maybe it could be made of like plastic, but like,
Okay.
I've got a couple friends who are super red at cosplay that could help us with that, but zones.
scale mail on Etsy. Let's see it. Let's see it right now.
Are you looking it up, or you want me to send it?
I'm looking it up. Oh, yeah, no, you can send it if you found something.
Okay.
Okay, well
No,
that.
it's-
Okay, so the battle shirt that you saw. I think I'm
Yeah.
looking at the same thing. Oh shit! Look at that. I want this. Oh my
bring
god!
it up.
I'm pulling it
Bring it
up.
up.
Ready? Ready, guys? Are you ready for
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Oh hell yeah! It's $12.
No,
Add to
this
cart.
is not $12. It's $292. But how badass
Okay.
is this?
Yeah.
It's also female, I
Okay,
think.
that is $12. They are
Yeah, I
doing
think
themselves a
that's
crime.
female.
I think it's female, but still,
Anyone
It's
can wear
lit.
female armor and look pretty.
the only problem with foam is you squeak instead of clink. Maybe I'll carry like a little radio in my pocket to make like armor sounds as I walk.
Equivalent of Monty Python coconuts, just
Yes.
Look at this. Oh, there's even more.
Hmm.
Oh my
in that.
god. This is so good though.
It is.
Wow.
Which is
You
also
did a
$300.
really good job. I mean, I would spend $300 on this. And yeah, I would spend $300 on that.
Yeah.
I need mail. I'm like one for a guy. Oh, or this dog sweater. Scale mail. We take can we take a peek at this real
For
quick?
Sheila.
Look at that. Yeah,
For
it's for
Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila's
that shit.
armor. That's so adorable.
Isn't
So are we borrowing Apollo?
You could, Apollo would freak the hell out. This is also cool.
You have no part of that.
That's very cool. I need something for a guy though.
Yeah, I was just looking
Something
at
for a
those.
guy.
I
I'll
was just
just
looking at
I'll just
those.
draw you wearing armor. I mean, I would carry a picture around and be like, "This is what I want it to be," but I'm poor.
This is me.
But I'm poor,
Just
so
get a
I
little
didn't.
cardboard standee and carry it around in front of you the whole time.
Blackened. If this wasn't blackened, that would be cooler. Stainless steel scale mail armor shirt, $400.
Oh.
My God.
Sure, you can get it customized though, so it's not black.
Right.
Especially if you're giving them a year's notice, you're like, I need this in silver by next year.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, thanks for the follow, Kiki. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Yeet. All right. We'll take a look at that. If you next time you go, when are you going to the Renaissance Fair next?
It's not again until July.
Okay, well that's a problem because TwitchCon is in September.
Yeah.
That's
why-
2 months. That's 2 months
Ren
that they
fairs
have.
in general are in the nice seasons.
I believe
Yeah.
it. You don't want to go to a nice, Renaissance town in the winter
No, in
Or-
December, yeah.
when everyone's
Not in
crying.
Wisconsin.
Not in Wisconsin. That's true. That's very true. Kiki, I accept your drawings, love. I accept that.
The Oregon one is in June at least.
Ooh.
I mean, that's better.
Early June.
You know what? How hard is this to make?
Chainmail?
Well, I feel like you can buy just sheets of chainmail, I think, and then
Yeah.
add all the scales to it.
Yeah,
Right.
I know people that do it, and they say it's not that hard.
You know people that do it?
Kind of.
Okay, so now you don't really know them very well.
I
You know them enough to be like, hey, family discount?
I know them, but they're my ex's niece.
Ah, so you know of people who do it.
Yeah. I can probably...
Actually, so
Yeah, okay.
I literally just saw a thing like this, or it was for D&D stuff, where you can just say, I know a guy, and it's kind of like Han saying, well, I know Lando, and I have no idea how this is going to go when we go see him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can
Like,
probably...
I know a guy.
I can probably get something going.
Like, hey, I know a
Yeah,
guy.
fine.
Okay, so I can buy... I can
Honestly,
buy...
if it was a thing that you could just sit there and do while you're watching TV, I could probably even do that.
Listen, like this right here.
You know,
Let me show you guys.
I just flipped away.
Okay, like this right here. Chain armor, okay, gym t-shirt. Wait, is this the shirt?
I think
Is
that's
this
cloth
actually
that looks
chainmail?
like chain.
Oh, it's polyester. God damn it. I was
Yeah,
like,
it is
dude, this
cloth
is...
that looks like chain.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that back.
Also make leggings that look like armor. You can just buy leggings that look like armor now.
Okay. Well, I don't need the cough of this, but like this right here. Like this. Chainmail shirt. It's aluminum, and then I just add the scales to it.
Or isn't there some way of like doing it with a million pop can
Yeah.
tabs?
I'm not making chainmail or scale mail out of pop can tops. Yes, wear the
It's
leggings.
aluminum. It's lightweight.
That's true.
That'd be a lot of beer for me, and I think we can get done.
There we go. Yep. Yeah, this is the stuff I've been seeing ads for.
What? Send it?
I put a link in the video chat channel.
Fashion inspired by armor. Oh, are those shirts?
Yeah, that's like leggings material, basically.
Well, I mean, I don't think I would look very good in leggings material, seeing as, you know, how I'm...
Look, they've
How
got two
I'm-
male models in the hoodies.
Okay, what
And they've
about,
got
like...
dresses that look like armor.
About, like...
You know, can we talk about that for a second?
What?
With who was it? Was it Leroy? No, it wasn't Leroy. It might have been Knots that said the Leroy Jenkins, which I don't know why we keep getting that coming through the stream, since that's your alert.
Wait,
on
we
your
do?
stream. Every once in a while, Leroy Jenkins will come through.
Well, okay, yeah, so that's if somebody follows me,
Right.
since I have all the scenes in one place.
Oh,
If somebody follows my channel, you'll get the sound. I can't
Okay.
block that out unless I delete the scene,
Right.
which I'm not gonna do.
So I think Knots had said Leroy's Jerkins.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
fully
Oh
approve of
yeah,
that.
Leroy's Jerkins. I like
I
that.
fully approve of that.
Yeah, so you go to the leggings section, and they've got the Maximilian leggings that totally look like they'd be great for. It looks like male armor with the little straps and everything. It's only $72 for some leggings.
What are they called?
Maximilian.
Maximilian leggings.
Oh yeah. I
All
see.
the way down.
Okay, let's talk about this. I'm gonna show stream the leggings right now. Okay. I'm gonna show. I would like to point out that the size they start with is extra small.
Yes.
I would need. I don't even know what size leggings I would need. If I got caught dead in leggings at TwitchCon with all of Quantum Gaming there, I would never hear the end of it. I'd be like, hey, peep my sexy ass leggings.
Yeah.
Their armor.
At the,
It's armor.
costume party.
Oh my god. I'm done with this site. It was fun. It was fun looking at it, but I am done. With that said,
I've been getting a bunch of Facebook ads for it lately, and I'm like, hey guys, just because I watch a whole bunch of
They
D&D
are
streams
terrible.
and play a D&D
Kiki even
game, and I've been
knows.
putting some D&D stuff.
Kiki knows how bad that was. Thank you. I agree. I agree. Man, these people do good work though.
Like, they look cool. I don't know how well they'd look when they're actually like stretched out on
Right.
human
Okay.
bodies, but
No offense to anybody out there of, you know, whatever way you swing, you know, like orientation wise or preference wise. But I personally don't want to see a man walking down the street in leggings that look like armor, and you know damn well that it's leggings. Okay, that's not my cup of tea. If it's yours, I'm fine with it. Okay, but that's
I mean, it
not
depends how
something I
good.
wanna show off. I'll be like, hey, let me quick pose with my leggings.
All
real quick
depends
for
on the
you.
quality of the leg that's happening in those leggings.
Quality of the leg, I got some fantastic legs.
I
Can
will
say
say
that?
though, if
No,
I
please
recall,
don't agree with me, Havoc.
no,
But I got some fantastic
you
legs.
did make a joke saying that you would wear leggings in one of your streams.
Is that,
That's
like,
all
him
I
wearing
want
the
in this
golden
world.
No, because he doesn't stand up.
I would wait. I said I would wear leggings.
Yes,
How long ago was that? Was I drinking?
you were drinking.
Okay, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't remember what you were doing, but I do remember you saying in one of your streams that you would wear leggings.
I'm not gonna do this. Kiki's like, that's all I want in the world is to see me in leggings. Nah. Hard pass. Hard pass on the leggings.
But for your yoga though,
Yeah, for
it's so
yoga.
comfortable and the freedom of movement.
For your rooftop morning and room
Glare is what I wanted.
No. Okay, also, when you type in snail mail instead of scale mail, you just get a bunch of envelopes on Etsy.
That makes sense.
FYI.
What is Kindrel wearing when he does yoga?
What
Then?
if I
Just, like,
paint the
leather
leggings?
breeches?
That's a hell. Nah.
Body paint.
Nah. I'm gonna pass. Wow, I can't even look up scale. Whatever. Anyways, we'll look into that. I'll look into that. It could be cool. It could be cool. If it can be done for a reasonable price. I guess maybe I'll go with you. Maybe I'll go with you to the Renaissance Fair. Do you dress up for that and everything?
Yeah.
Do you like role play it
Yeah,
when you're
kinda,
there,
sorta.
or you just kind of walk around? I've never been to one, but I really would like to go to one. Like, they sound
Yeah.
super cool.
I haven't either.
And that's like
I hear really good things about him.
that's like the era that I'm
Steve and I-
interested in. So,
Sarah, Steve, and I were talking about going next year all together. I told him we should drag you along.
yeah,
I
hell
think
yeah.
That'd be right up your alley.
Hell yeah, I'd love to go to that. That'd be awesome. They are fun. Yeah, I want to go now. Damn it, I want to eat. Fucking give me that chicken. Give me that chicken leg.
They got the turkey legs for you.
That's
they
what I
got
want.
Cheese fritters.
I want all that in my life.
Dude, you will be such a fat, sassy cat
Yeah.
when you eat there.
So that's exactly how I want to be.
You'll be playing Rogar, sleeping in the quote-unquote haunted town.
Yes, awesome. So they sell like scales, okay?
Yeah.
Like separately.
I was seeing
Let's
that when we were scrolling Etsy.
see how much they are. So 100 scales is $7.
But isn't that gonna cover like a 3-inch square?
I have no idea.
I
That's a
think
great
so.
question.
Something like that.
Okay, so the
Like that'd be like a
scales
3-inch square.
the scales are they're 9/16 by 7/8 of an inch. So, and if you get 100 of them, no, that's way more. That's way more than that. That would cover like a decent area. But they come in like a super small baggie. I don't know. I'd have to look. I think I'd want like larger scales, not just small ones. I don't know. It's gonna have to be. Oh dang! So many people are in Portland.
Yeah, right?
Damn!
Yeah.
Y'all are on the West Coast.
What's up? And yeah, like looking at the Googs here, I think we have like 3 Ren fairs just up and down I-5.
Okay. I'm actually
Like
so my
one a month. It looks like there's one in Albany in June, one in Sherwood in July, and one Shrewsbury in September.
okay. Well, I'm not going there, but
Uh,
I am planning on moving to Portland. That's still the thing. Are you coming with?
Totally loved it when you came to see Buttercup.
I will have things paid off by then, so.
Okay, so you have until not this coming spring, but the spring after.
Yeah, 2021.
You could move to Portland, or you could move to somewhere where you can actually afford rent.
I'm not gonna live in Portland. I would live
No,
outside
no.
of Portland because fuck that shit.
Outside of it, 2 hours outside of it. Come see me.
What? Oh yeah, you live
For rent.
in. Yeah. Okay. Oh, for rent?
Yeah.
Oh, I would totally set up NASA in your house. Just think. So the computer behind you and the one behind that. Imagine another one.
So we've got my 3 monitors, we've got my husband's 3 monitors, we've got Nafty's ultra wide and another monitor, and then there's hubby's workstation, which has 3 more monitors.
That's what I'm talking.
And
That's what I
then-
want. That's what I want in my
and then
house.
our temporary monitor, which is the 60-inch TV.
Beautiful. Portland is super expensive. So I was just in Portland not too long ago, visiting some quantum gaming people, and it was so expensive. But the food is amazing. The town has a
Oh, yeah.
lot to offer. There's a lot to do there, and I love the area. You know, a couple hours from the ocean, a couple hours from the mountains, a couple hours from Punky. You know, it's all good. It's a great
Yeah.
great place to be. So.
And like everyone's really nice in the Northwest.
Oh man, so nice.
And like just fun fact, the airports are just really good as far as you can get cheap flights to kind of or you can get reasonable flights to a lot of surprising places.
Yeah, it was not that expensive going there.
Portland, I'm sure, is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Everything in Portland is expensive. All right, Kiki, we'll be here. But yeah. Okay, Havoc.
Yeah,
This is happening. Don't.
it's happening.
If you back out on
Coming out
me,
here.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Is that before or after the stabbing?
We'll punch first, stab second.
Okay.
Yep.
But no, seriously, like you're right. Everyone is so nice. Like, and they're like genuine. They're genuinely nice. You know, they're not like Wisconsin passive aggressive. You know that they're crabby. You know that they're crabby underneath, but they're putting on a face. They're just actually happy. It's nuts.
So when I was in college, I went to go visit a pen pal of mine that like we know each other since high school. That was went to school in New York, and so he was out on Long Island at Stony Brook. And I happened to mention like, God, everyone's like giving me these really weird looks. And he looks over and he says, "Did you realize you're smiling at every person you walk past?" Huh? That's what you do. He goes, "No."
Where
No,
where
you're
was this?
smiling at everyone.
Where was this? New York?
New York.
Oh yeah, people hate everyone on the East
Yeah.
Coast. I feel the upper East Coast, like the big
He's like,
cities.
"Yeah, you're smiling at everyone." And I was like, are we not supposed to? What?
So what I would do is so if I ever go to New York, and we might be there for the spring quantum meetup, I would just give that like awkward smile, you know, that, and then like the nod. You're just like,
The Wisconsin smile.
The white people smile.
Yeah.
Oh, are you? I don't know, like how big the town that you're in is, or like how rural just the whole Midwest has decided to be. But I'm from a small enough town in Eastern Oregon, which is basically a different state. That you have perfected the driving wave, where you're driving, you just.
oh yeah, yeah, we've done that. Oh yeah, I grew up with the driving wave.
Morning, Buttercup.
It's beautiful. Hey, she's alive.
Second, y'all.
What's happening? Hey, tell Buttercup to make me some armor.
While she's at it, she can make some leather.
Yeah, tan that hide. Tan that hide. Cool. I'm gonna look into this. Maybe I'll make my own. That'd be even cooler.
Make another branch for branding.
No, like I wouldn't do it for
Cod's
anybody
armor.
else because it looks Cod's armor, Cod's candles, Cod's kitchen.
Yes.
I got everything. You need armor, candles, or beef jerky. I'm your guy. Or all three. Take the mega bundle. Full suit, 5 candles, 6 pounds of jerky. Let's go.
I like it.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, I'm excited.
So what's this quantum meetup in New York?
I don't know. We haven't really. You should talk to your sister about it. She's planning it, so
Okay.
she knows more than I do, honestly.
Oh, I think I heard her mention that at dinner last night, actually.
Yeah.
But she was at the other side of the table telling her folks about it, so I missed the majority of it.
Yeah, good times. Halak,
been
you
up
should see
there-
if you can come to that too.
I've been to New York twice, once to visit the friend, and that was like spend a day in the city, and the other one, I mean, not to brag, I think we did a weird flex on this already, was my old college roommate, who's out east now, got tickets to Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Oh
Ooh.
shit! Nice.
Me $400 for round-trip airfare from West Coast to New York. I spent 27 hours in the city and then came home again.
Wow. What a great
Literally,
trip.
Left work a couple hours early on my Friday, caught a flight out there, went to the show the next day, and flew right back home, and only missed a couple hours of work.
Yeah.
Broadway.
Amazing. I would totally do that.
It was great.
I would totally do
Hey,
that.
do you want to come? And I'm like 1 second looking up flights, and I was like, yes, I do.
Funny you ask. I already booked it. Cool. What else? You guys got anything else? Hey, Turt. What's up?
Do we want to do the giveaway now, or do you want to do it right at the beginning of
What are you talking about?
the either the token or the?
Let's do it. Let's do it next week.
when
Let's
we got more of a crowd.
yeah, let's well, we have to tell people that
Should
we're
advertise
doing a
the
giveaway. Yeah, we should advertise it a little bit so that everyone who's been here and just can't make it 1 week knows that there's something going on. That they can't because a lot of people will just watch the YouTube videos. If they miss the stream, they know they can get it on YouTube. You can't
Right.
get a giveaway on YouTube. It's just done.
Right.
It's just done. So yeah, let's do it next week. Let's advertise
Yeah.
and go from
And
there.
next week should be story?
Next week should be story.
Next week will be story based.
That'd be cool. That'd be a cool. I mean, we should probably do it at the end.
Okay.
Whatever. We'll figure out those details. You guys are on
I give
YouTube?
West
Yeah,
Coasters more of a chance to wake up.
we are on YouTube. Let me get you the link here. So you can get 90% of our story on YouTube. Basically, when we get to Phandelver and then beyond. Oh,
So I think COD secretly didn't want YouTube to know that he died the first time around.
I don't know what you're
Yep.
talking about.
There's no proof of the TPK that it never happened.
I'd rather be here, but I'll check it out. Right. I mean, that's like if you miss an episode or something, it's the weekend. We understand that people have stuff going on, and it's not the earliest in the world, especially if you're on the West Coast. That you can definitely check out anything that you've missed on YouTube. What's our email?
That's how I got caught up when I was joining the game.
I don't know. You made it.
Why can't I remember it? Help me. Help if I spelled it.
You did all the technical work.
I know. Trust me. I know.
Was COD at his desk when you mentioned the part where he had homework to decide where home was also?
I have made mention it to him here today and a couple days ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Figure out where home is.
I know. I remember.
Our big beautiful map.
I have to look at the map. It's so big.
And I think you were getting a drink. So I guess we can quick touch base on it.
Getting a what?
There we go.
since you and Vela are that
Oh, yeah.
noble background,
Yeah.
um, what I guess I don't know if I want to say tier, but where in the rankings are you?
I am wherever night falls in the rankings.
So it would be like a normal medieval esque.
Yep.
Okay.
Normal medieval class system.
Okay, I can figure that out then.
Yep, because I'm not like a baron, or I don't have a title other than
Knight.
knight. Correct.
Okay, then I can figure that out then.
Bela is sneaky.
In the kitchen.
Sneaky midnight cook rank, whatever that is. But
Is this kind of like, how many people have to die for you to be king?
Yeah.
no, a lot. Everyone.
Well, yeah, I think when I made that note, that's what I was driving at.
Yeah.
Is so you're not in a direct line.
Correct.
To become king one day.
It's not like I'm an heir.
Okay.
You were saying you lived in the keep, right?
Yep. I lived with the other knights in the keep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So it wasn't like you and Vela grew up in the keep because you were important?
I mean, we're all noble. We're all nobles. I mean, so my parents are important, but they're not like super important. They're not way up there.
You're not a Lannister cousin.
Correct. Correct. That's a good way to put it.
Someone with the name Lannister. Are you like a Tyrell? You're important but ancillary?
We can go with that. Kiki, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for coming by, Kiki.
We're here every Sunday, right around 9-ish
West Coast time. So
West
9 a.m.
Coast time.
Sundays.
And then we're on YouTube too. So check us out. We've got a Discord if you want to pop in and chat. I don't have the link though, but it's there.
Discord.
The Discord link.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't think I have. Because I don't know where to find it.
We need
Never actually tried sharing a Discord to someone else before, so.
I thought you were making a folder on your.
Yeah, I need a bot for that.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
So, well, we can talk about that after the stream.
That's on your list.
Yeah, that is on my list. It actually is on my list. But okay, do we have anything else going on? We're a little over 2 hours.
Nope. Next week should be a normal game.
Okay.
Story based.
I do think it'll be interesting once you and Vela decide where home is for you, because clearly we didn't know each other and we're both pretty nondescript about where we're from. Is seeing
how
basically
close.
what spot on the map you pick and if we're from anywhere near each other.
Right. So don't necessarily worry too much about the actual background of the location.
That's good because I don't know them at all.
I googled it when I was like, okay, what's the lore of this area? Am I putting myself down in like the middle of an orc stronghold or something?
Right.
The lore that the town had actually worked pretty well with what I wanted.
Cool. I'll probably dive in like that too, just because I want to know. If I'm gonna say just as a personal thing, like if I'm from somewhere, like where is the place?
That and since the role of D&D is a multiverse, it doesn't have to be directly, hey, this location has this history. We can go ahead and change it up to meet whatever storyline you want to make it work.
Okay. Cool.
So
sounds
good.
All right. Well, as we end here, we are going to share the love with another D&D stream. So let me find. Hopefully they're more chatty than the people that we raided last Sunday. Because
so that we can actually see the raid.
Yeah, A, so Twitch isn't broken and we can see the raid. B, so that they actually acknowledge that we're there.
I still like our first raid where they were super into it and they didn't want to break character. And
yeah,
everyone just didn't know what to do.
Right, that was cool. All right, let's find someone smallish. Who did we raid last time? Do you remember?
I wasn't
what their
here.
name was?
If you say the name, I will tell you if it was them.
Okay, so what about? Oh, this is definitely not. Oh, they speak Dutch though. What about? What about English? Go. Okay, so Jojo Rar was not somebody that we rated, but they have a cool little setup. They have a map too. Let's throw them. I'm just gonna load the screen, and if you guys want to go, in case there's an ad, this is who we're gonna be rating. Just don't say anything. But if you want to open up that page, feel free. Just to kind of get it rolling, so we can all be there after the raid. That'd be cool. I'm gonna get it started. They're a UK-based D&D group. They've got cool little maps. We're gonna see what they're all about. They've got cool cameras and stuff. So we're gonna show them a little bit of love. Like, we're gonna be back next week, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Central time, at noon Eastern time, with some more story. So please give them some love, and we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
So, bye guys.
Bye.